see if they won big. You just watched the Powerball drawing live on Channel 2 Action News.
I always wait in the last minutes, but, that's when the winners come out.
Players tonight changed their plans for a shot at the money.
They're just going to have to be late for dinner because I've got to stop getting a ticket.
New at 11, the last-minute rush for a chance at millions. Pretty exciting, right? I'm Wendy Corona.
And I'm Craig Lucie. Within the last 30 seconds, someone may have just become or just won more than $500 million. I'm checking my numbers right now. Didn't win. The Powerball jackpot reached a record high tonight.
Channel 2's Steve Gelbach is live in Cobb County at a store that many say is the lucky place to play. Steve?
Gelbach, Channel 2 Action News Night Beat.
That would be insane. $925 million.
Almost irresponsible, wouldn't you say?
I think so.
Steve, thank you. Well, here is...
New at 11, investigators are looking for a man they consider armed and dangerous after a victim reported being robbed of $10 and a smartphone. Clayton County Sheriff's officials emailed us these surveillance pictures of this man. They say he told the victim at an Exxon gas station on Riverdale Road that he had a gun. Officials say a woman driving a blue Lexus or Toyota helped him get away. The car may have had an out-of-state tag. Tonight, a 3-year-old child is still in the hospital after being attacked by 2 dogs while on a walk with his family in his neighborhood. It happened on Greenbrook Drive in Douglasville. Channel 2's Liz Arts is live at the scene tonight where she's been monitoring the child's condition all evening. Liz? In just about 12 hours, President Barack Obama is scheduled to deliver an historic commencement address at Morehouse College. We got this video of teams setting up equipment on the Southwest Atlanta campus, and as you can imagine, security is expected to be very tight for the 10,000 invited guests. School officials say graduates and their families should definitely arrive early. And stay with Channel 2 Action News for continuing coverage of the president's visit. We'll have live reports and team coverage starting on Channel 2 Action News Sunday a.m. beginning at 7 o'clock. Plus, we'll update you on the lane closures as the president arrives, and you can watch the president's commencement address on WSBTV.com. Police are hoping an arrest in a 5-year-old murder case will help them find 2 more killers.
It means a lot. It means a lot because my mama was 17.
Investigators say 3 masked men shot and killed Shannon Williams on Little Street in Southwest Atlanta. And as you just heard, he was 17. Police arrested Dakota Swan this week. Detectives have been trying to track him down for a year now, and police hope this new development will bring them more leads to find the other men involved. And if you have any information on the other 2 men in this case, call Crime Stoppers. That number is 404-577-TIPS. You do not have to give your name. Again, that number is 404-577-8477. Atlanta's streetcar project got a big boost today. 2 huge substations that will help power trolley cars in downtown Atlanta rolled into town today. The streetcar route will tie into the Peachtree Center MARTA rail station, and officials hope to get it up and running next spring or early in the summer. Tonight, we are hearing from passengers about a U.S. Airways flight that had to make an emergency belly landing. These pictures were taken after the plane landed last night at Newark International Airport in New Jersey. ABC News has learned that the left main landing gear would not go down, so the captain decided to bring all the gear up and attempt the belly landing.
The worst part was the skidding, because you heard everything and you felt the skidding.
Scary. 31 passengers and 3 crew members were on board and no one was hurt. Drivers say construction crews did not fix a road problem, and now they have extensive damage to their cars. Here's the problem. You can see where this metal slab is covering a large dip on Cascade Road in Southwest Atlanta. Well, that gap, though, is just too deep, so drivers say when they hit it, it really damaged their tires. After some complaints, police put up some yellow tape so that drivers can now avoid it until it is repaired. But one driver who talked to us tonight said it was too late for her.
But the pothole wasn't totally covered, and so the metal plate acted like a knife and just went through my tires.
Cut your tires?
Cut both tires.
She says she realized there was a problem when her tire pressure light came on, and that's when she pulled over and then spotted the flat tires. Tonight, officials have ruled out foul play in a train accident that sent 72 people to the hospital. 2 packed commuter trains collided in the middle of rush hour Friday night near Bridgeport, Connecticut. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating a fracture in the rail. That part of the track will be sent to a lab for analysis. They say it's not clear if the accident caused the fracture or if that rail was broken before the crash. Today, residents of a North Texas town pummeled by deadly tornadoes went home for the first time since the twister struck Wednesday night.
I saw the governor standing in my driveway. I'm like, that's my driveway. Why is he there? He shouldn't be. That's my house, that I need to be there.
Several hundred people registered with authorities so that they could get through these checkpoints. Only residents of Rancho Brazos Estates and a few friends and relatives were allowed back into their neighborhood. An outbreak of 16 tornadoes southwest of Fort Worth killed 6 people and injured dozens. Well, so far it has been a wet and overcast weekend, and tonight we are keeping an eye on some isolated storms out there.
And since meteorologist Brad Nitz matched no numbers, he's in Severe Weather Center too.
We're all going to delay our retirement by a couple of decades. That's right. So
a warning tonight for pet owners. Veterinarians say they are treating more dogs for snake bites. Several Channel 2 Action News viewers also tell us copperheads have bitten their dogs in the past several days. Copperheads are normally found near some creeks and also like to hide in the ivy. Look at that one. Without treatment, copperhead's venom can cause dogs to go into shock or die.
Ooh, freaky.
Well, you still have a few weeks left to train for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution Peachtree Road Race, but today it was the kids' turn. The junior runners hit the pavement. Channel 2 Action News photographer got this video of all the young runners there at Piedmont Park, and children ages 7 to 12 ran this 3K. This was just one of the events, and they are fast. Check them out. Organizers tell us more than 2,700 children came out to race today.
Yeah, it looks good.
Right.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
Either of you won?
No.
We're still sitting here.
Thank you for counting on Channel 2 Action News. And remember, our news team never stops. We're constantly breaking and updating stories on WSBTV.com.
We'll see you again tomorrow.
We are tracking a developing story affecting tens of thousands of commuters in DeKalb County. This is a live look at southbound I-85 near Claremont Road. You can see the crews there on the scene. And here's what crews are working to fix. The pavement collapsed along 2 inside lanes. As traffic picks up, there's the potential for some major backups, as you know. This is a big story that we will be following throughout Channel 2 Action News at 4 o'clock, 5, and also 6. And heavy rain caused another tree to crash down and crush a man's bedroom while he was inside. The tree landed on the man's home on Shatner Trail in southwest Atlanta early this morning. The impact, as you can see, was so intense that it shifted the home from its foundation. Neighbors called 911 and rushed over to help, and they say that the downed tree trapped the man from getting out.
And so he was in a neck brace and on oxygen, so it was very scary. The policemen and the paramedics had to take him out.
No, they did.
And they had to be really careful.
Firefighters say that the house will most likely have to be rebuilt. We are staying on top of a developing story, a traffic alert on I-85 South in DeKalb County. This is a live look at the traffic on I-85 right near Claremont Road. Crews, as you can see, are on scene with those big rigs. And right now they are working on 2 southbound lanes that collapsed near Claremont Road. We first showed you the problem at the top of the hour. Well, crews now tell us that the work could stretch into tomorrow morning. The major obstacles that they're facing, that is in just about 15 minutes. As you know, we have the big Falcons home game tonight, and for the tailgaters, the weather is pretty much perfect. Chief Meteorologist Glenn Burns is live in Severe Weather Center, too.
You know it. Our evening.
New at 4, police think that they've cracked a burglary ring involved in one of the Metro's most popular crimes, smashing into and stealing from beauty supply stores. Channel 2's Ross Cabot is live in Marietta with how police made the arrest and how much these crimes really hurt small businesses here in the Metro area. Ross? Spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama, is in town speaking to thousands of followers of his teachings of love and compassion. The Dalai Lama spoke to more than 6,000 at the Gwinnett Center in Duluth this afternoon. The 78-year-old Buddhist leader said building a better world begins in the home, and from there the impact can travel around the globe. Wow, Emory University is hosting the Dalai Lama. He'll also lecture and teach a couple of classes while he's visiting. National debt concerns are making Wall Street investors very nervous. The stock market closed just about 20 minutes ago. The Dow Jones fell nearly 160 points to close at about 14,777. The Nasdaq dropped more than 75 points to end the day around 3,695. Drawing, so the next jackpot will be worth at least $350 million. Woo! Yes, the big number now on billboards across Metro Atlanta will definitely cause some Powerball fever this week. The next drawing is Wednesday, and you can watch it live. Right here just before the Channel 2 Action News Night Beat at 11 o'clock. Well, it's back to school tomorrow for more children across Metro Atlanta. Monday is a first day for thousands of students in 6 counties. Here they are. They are Cherokee, Floyd, Henry, Lamar, Pike, and Rockdale. Atlanta public schools start back on Wednesday, and just today, district leaders responded to...
Like I said, it's too close to home.
Nawasa Staples has lived in the neighborhood 18 years. She says it's the third attempted break-in in the area in less than a year.
I think it's going on in all communities. You know, I don't think we're just the only one. I mean,
police responded within 30 seconds of the call and caught the men in the act. All three suspects ran, but police were able to catch one. Sunday night, they are tight-lipped about the man in custody. They'll only tell us he faces a slew of charges, 5 in all.
It is very scary. That's an unusual act.
Charges against Snyderman herself were dropped. Some of her friends say that she is a victim, too.
And I hope that Andrea is right, that these people will be unbiased and they will be open to hearing what the evidence is and not listen to what has been in the past.
Former federal...
Night Beat. Coverage you can count on.
Heavy rains and flooding across North Georgia washed.
We're inspecting the road here tonight. They hope to open it back up here if they find no structural damage within the next hour. But the high water mark was actually up on that light pole there, about 6 feet at its highest.
As the sun set and the floodwater fell, a front-end loader scraped away all the muck and mud.
Teams may be thinking at this point.
As a public defender, we would sit back and think this is the type of jury we would love to have. The reality is you never get the jury you'd love to have.
With that being the case, Gable says the defense team and prosecutors will quickly start to analyze each juror.
They think they have the jury figured out. They think they have them figured out.
If convicted, Snyderman could face decades in prison. This trial may last as long as 3 weeks. And stay with Channel 2 Action News for continuing coverage of the Andrea Snyderman trial. We will be in the courtroom when the trial begins again tomorrow morning. Look for live updates beginning on Channel 2 Action News at noon, and we'll stream all of the proceedings live on our website, WSBTV.com. New at 11, this is amazing. A Cobb County man says a Good Samaritan returned his wallet 24 years after he lost it. Channel 2's Rachel Stockman reports from Ackworth with how the stranger ended up finding it and what was left inside.
The wallet's in pretty good...
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News Night Beat. Coverage you can count on.
Heavy rains and flooding across North Georgia washed out roads and left streets underwater.
It's unbelievable, this amount of rain.
The problems it's causing for residents tonight and the effort to repair damaged roads. Good evening, I'm Craig Lucie.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Wendy Corona. Tonight, at least 7 roads are washed out in Hall County. Right now, crews are working to rebuild this road. It is the only way in and out of a local neighborhood. We have severe weather Team 2 coverage of the storm damage. We start with Channel 2's Tony Thomas live in Hall County, where residents are shocked by that damage. Tony.
When the equipment like this has been in high...
The storm snapped 19 of Greystone's poles. What a disaster.
That sure is. Tony, thank you. Crews say they will be working through the night to replace downed power poles in Powder Springs.
Greystone Power emailed us new pictures of the damage tonight. In all, the storm snapped 19 of Greystone's poles, leaving 13,000 customers without power at one point. In about an hour, the main highway in and out of Flowery Branch is expected to reopen. Earlier today, it was under 6 feet of water. Channel 2's Steve Gelbach continues our live severe weather Team 2 coverage with the cleanup and why some are still worried that one road may give out. Steve. And the woman who lives in this house off Main Street in Flowery Branch says she panicked when she saw all of this water. From the mud line, you can see where the water reached her windows. You just saw the roof of that car there. Even though she doesn't know how to swim, she says she grabbed her dog and then made it to dry land.
I got to get out of here, and there was that float thing. My son uses it for target practice. So I got off the porch, got on it, and swam with it across.
Unbelievable. She says she thinks a broken drainage pipe led to all this flooding.
The Chattahoochee